What is going on, guys? My name is Elves. Welcome to another video today. Today we're gonna introduce you guys a community showcase between Empire and Dark Elves again. And I really want to show this matchup because arguably I think this is one of the most even matchups, and it's really the skill cap in this matchup is really high, and that is quite interesting as well. This is definitely one of the very interesting games I've ever watched. And now let's jump into Dark Elf army. So he has got Vanguard deployed, 2 units of Harpies. These guys are very fast, and they have a lot of weapon strengths, which also has 12 AP. So they're actually gonna do a lot of AP damage. Like they trade really well against infantry, and they are not large. So yeah, Harpies are very good, but they do have leadership issues. And now the Lord in command is a Spring Sorcerer of Fire with a Black Horror, which is like a wind spell, 1-time use. Very good against multiple units. A Burning Head, another wind spell, and a Fireball, Kindle Flame, and that's it. So this Spring Sorcerer is actually on a Manticore. For backline, we have 1 unit of Gold 1 Knights, very good anti-large, and got 90 armor, and they're shielded as well. And then for the bulk of his army, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 Sisters of Slaughters. Now, we don't see this unit often, but they are actually very decent. They have a lot of physical resistance of 20, and then they are shielded, and they have amazing melee defense, and also they do poison, and they have very good melee attack. And also a charge bonus of 20 is not too shabby as well. And the 44 as a infantry unit is super fast. Now for the front line, we have 1 unit of Repeato Bolthrower, which is very good. And then we have Dread Spears right behind them. We have 2 more Dread Spears on each flank at rank 1. This one, one of them at rank 1. And then we have 2 units of Black Corsairs and 2 units of Bleak Sauce. And that's it. That's the army. Now let's jump into Empire army. So for the front line, like Vanguard deployed, the Empire player actually has 2 Pistoliers. Vanguard deployed. And then for the Bulkis army, both of the generals actually brought a very infantry heavy list. I really like that. Then for the backline, 2 Empire Knights, one of them rank 1. And we have Spears 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have 4 Swordsmen. And we have 2 Handgunners, one of them at rank 1. For the caster, we have a Jade Wither on a pony with Regrowth, Earthblood, Life Bloom, and then we have Calfrans on a Pegasus. This is very interesting, with Galmaraz and Reckon's Roof and Stand Your Ground, Foe Seeker, Hold the 9, and Calfrans is also immune to Psychology. And then last but not the least, we have the Steam Tank. Now this is one of the most iconic piece of equipment from Empire roster. Look at that. Look at that artwork. Just amazing. And yeah. Let's get the game on the show and let's see how the game is gonna play out. Right from the get-go, Steam Tank is firing at those Black Corsairs. And there's 1 volley coming. Actually, the splash damage killed a few models, but 1 unlucky model. And then Hobby's on the move. More steam can shots coming in. Both warriors are currently targeting Cal France, just got juked. And Pistolier is actually pushing in as well, but then they decided to retreat back a little bit. Did a touch of damage onto those Dray Spears. Cal France is just coming in hot, looking to just basically give this Source of Death a chase. And the Dark Elves actually are advancing because the steam tank is actually outrange the repeater crossbow, and Cal France actually popped Foe Seeker and did some damage onto this fire saucer, which is quite good. And from this Dark Elf roster, it's very melee heavy, and the only range unit on this list are these both warriors. Right now, both warriors are targeting the steam tank. Steam tank is currently targeting the Cold One Knights, which is very good. Side shot coming in, killed a few more models. That's definitely not the situation you want to be in as a Dark Elf player, because steam tank actually can do a lot of hurt to cavalry size units. That shot just got wasted, but Cal France still just chasing this Supreme Sorcerer of Fire. But if you keep the Sorcerer Lord moving, it should be fine. And then I reckon this unit of Hobby needs to just push in and engage those handguns. Maybe he's still waiting for the right moment. And then I'm gonna slow down things a little bit. There's gonna be a big wind spell casted here. And you can see some handguns firing. That's there's a big bombing attack. But it looks like the Empire they actually reacted in time. But the swordsman still got hurt a little bit, which is nice. And all to all speaking, I think Empire they actually reacted quite well. And then on the battlefield, that Spring Sorcerer of Death actually casted a firebolt. And that fireball, I believe, is targeting the steam tank. Wow, did a lot of damage actually. Yeah, that's quite good. And both were still just targeting that steam tank. Cal France here actually beat up Harpies quite well, and now it's coming again, trying to get onto that Sorcerer Foul. And this, I just want to comment that this Cold One Knights actually accomplished nothing this game. Like, they got really just punished by those handguns and the tanks all the way from here and to here, and they killed 0 units, which means you basically lose 1,000 gold for nothing, which is kind of bad. But the frontline Dark Elves are actually doing pretty well. But I also want to comment something like this. Dray Spears actually got a free charge by those swordsmen, which is pretty bad for them. And also here, Dark Elf player is actually stacking 2 units onto 1 swordsman unit. A better call would be flanking, right? Same situation here. 3 units blob onto 1 spears. Definitely need to spread out, and there's a big gap here. It's more than enough to sneak through 1 infantry unit and try to push into those handguns. And the Lord still just got chased by Cal France, which is not ideal situation. Finally, Harpies are coming in. Now they are dive onto these handgun units and actually occupy them, which is a correct move. And let's see how things gonna go from here. Sister of Slaughters actually got shield, and there's another spell which is nice. Wow, this Bummy Head actually performed really well, and the Empire player once again managed to macro his units very well, and basically didn't take any damage for the handguns. There you go, there's another spell casted, which is nice. This time, Empire player actually managed to just move away, and I completely wasted that wind spell. And now, Empire 9 actually about to just basically get wiped out on the left flank here, and all 4 units about to just pour into the handguns, and also the center is all Dark Elves as well, and Drapespears are winning against Swordsmen because the murderous powers actually got kicked in. And here, once again, stacking 2 units of Empire Spears, stacking on 1 unit of Drapespears. Like, I'm not a big fan of stacking units, unless I'm playing maybe Greenskins or Beastmen, because all the gameplay is just overwhelm your opponent. Like, I can still remember like some Beastmen tactics, basically just trying to occupy your opponent's flank with your chaff unit, and then just pour everything in the center and just punch a hole and just spread from there, which is pretty viable. But this kind of situation is actually you want to avoid. But here, Steam Tank is all by itself and still just doing work, which is nice. And that both are still targeting the Steam Tank and still didn't bring the Steam Tank down, which is very, very. But as you can see, both thrower still has a lot of ammo left. So if the both thrower can be kept alive long enough, Steam Tank can actually get killed. And also here, Conference still chasing the Supreme Source of Fire. Like, if the Dark Elf player's micromanagement is on point, that Sorcerer of Fire will never die, because there's just no way a flyer can just single-handedly chase down another flyer unless you are Luther that with some sort of range ability. Otherwise, if you are pure melee, you don't really just gonna straight up chase somebody down. Now Pistoliers have got pulled back a little bit, same as the handguns, and these Blackheart Corsairs and the Blixos is just pushing in and try to occupy those handguns. And here, all the way on the left flank, Empire Knights are charging back into the Sister of Slaughters, and they're not going to do a whole lot to them. And then in the center is all Dark Elves, except Steam Tank actually got a Greek Rose casted. And there's another Fireball casted onto the Drake Wizard, didn't do a whole lot. And then Sisters of Slaughter actually got a hold of that Steam Tank, which is nice. And Steam Tank still getting shoot at by that both are though. Now on the battlefield, it looks pretty grim for Empire. Empire barely has any infantry left. Yeah, except this pocket here. 2 units of spears. And then also Conference, Jade Wizard, Steam Tank, and here 2 units of Pistoliers, but they're not gonna do a whole lot against Blixos. And here, Conference is about to get a hold onto this Manticore Sorcerer Lord. I'm not too sure. But I think if Dark Elf player can just keep this Sorcerer Lord moving, he should be fine. And here, 3 infantry got a hold of Steam Tank, and Steam Tank actually thinks he's gonna lose. And the Pistolier is actually winning against Harpies and Blixos, which is fantastic. I think a right move right now would be pull these Pistoliers to support the Lord chase, because Pistoliers can actually do a lot of damage to that Supreme Source of Fire, because she's only got 40 armor, and if you can get enough shots in, maybe you can just route her straight out of the map. And then she's gonna cast another Fireball into this clump of Empire Spears. which she's about to do now. There you go. And she actually cancelled it. She's gonna do a nice little Birmingham, I suppose. Oh my gosh. Has actually killed a lot of Jade Spears as well. But definitely managed to kill a lot of Empire Spears. And here, Jade Wizard actually got sent to occupy the Reaper Bolt Thrower, but then Jade Wizard is gonna die to Harpies. And both were still just firing at this steam tank. And they actually landed as well. Wow. 603, 500. 2. Steam tank is going down. 300. Steam tank is in a world of trouble. If the steam tank die here, the game is over. That was another volley, and then that Reaper Bolt Thrower actually went out of ammunition. And here I also want to comment something. Dark Elves player actually made a mistake. He should have used this Harpies to escort Jade Wizard outside the map. Instead, I think those Harpies actually got sent back into the engagement here, and then Jade Wizard actually came back from routing, which is super unfortunate for Dark Elves. And here is something I want to comment. Steam Tank is survived with only 57 health left, and this Drape Spears actually got routed. But we'll see. 40 health. Steam Tank is actually about to die. Unless Jade Wizard can actually come back and cast another heal. But here, Cloud France is actually doing really good against Sisters of Slaughter in melee. This Harpies needs to send onto that Steam Tank. Oh my gosh, no! I think there's gonna be another regrowth cast. Yeah, that's a regrowth. Wow, that's so clutch. Now Steam Tank is gonna get healed right back up. Cloud France is still doing really good against everything in melee. But Steam Tank is actually gonna win against the Spears in melee. Just gonna terror rock them straight away. And look at the battlefield. Those Pistoliers actually gonna do a lot in the late game. They can just basically as a light cavalry unit and just roaming around. And then there's another fireball actually got completely wasted. And wow, that's Ring Sorcerer of Fire actually took a tank shot in the face. Let's see if there's gonna be another shot coming. Nope. And here, Jade was actually managed to come back from routing once again. And now I think Supreme Sorcerer, and then Cloud France actually popped Foe Seeker. So he's actually gonna catch the Sorcerer in melee a little bit. And that Steam Tank is just doing so good. It's really hard to tell who's gonna win from this point, because Empire still has some spears just coming back from routing, and also this Pistolier is about to charge into those Dray Spears, and they are not bracing, so they're gonna take a lot of charge impact damage. There we go, most of them are sent to fly. And Steam Tank is actually charging into this Plexus and absolutely crush them. Look at the kills on that Steam Tank. 200 kills already. and terror routed both Flixor unit. The story of the day is Karl Franz chasing the supreme source of death, of fire. He really wants her, but he just couldn't get it. He just couldn't get her. And then Pistoliers charge into the Flixors once again, and if you route a unit 3 times, they're just gonna shatter instantly. There you go. Got some shattered Sisters of Slaughters going on, and then Pistoliers gonna do another charge into the Sisters of Slaughters, and then there's gonna be a tank shot into the Spring Source of Fire. And the Steam Tank is still online, still fighting. And I also want to comment that the Dark Elf player actually failed to escort Jade Wizard outside the map once again. And he is actually rushing in to maybe heal Karl Franz a little bit more, which is crazy given how Empire Infantry actually got deleted, like very early into the game. And that Steam Tank is the strongest, the most OP Steam Tank I have ever seen in a Warhammer replay. Like, I literally, because I never have a Steam Tank have this many kills personally, and it looks like the Steam Tank is just gonna carry the game. Oh, never mind, there's another fireball, but still 871 health. Hit points, and also Karl Franz popped Stench on the ground and Reckon's Winter, and there's a big charge from those Pistoliers into the Sisters. If these guys rout, that is gonna be the end for Dark Elves, which I think there's no way Dark Elves gonna win against his pocket. There you go, wow, and then we're gonna mass shatter, and oh my gosh, what a comeback. What a comeback. Look at the kills on the Steam Tank, 250 kills. Look at the kills on the Pistoliers, 85 and 82. Wow. There's only one word. Wow. That was quite a game. And I have never seen a game like this. Like that Steam Tank got literally saved by the Jade Wizard, who's supposed to be escorted outside the map by the Harpies a while ago, but he actually came back and healed up the Steam Tank all the way from maybe 40-ish hit points to like 1050, and that's just the game changer. Like that move actually saved Empire, the game, literally. And wow, boy, I've never seen something like this before, and I hope you guys enjoy this replay as well. As always, if you guys enjoy my contents, please consider to subscribe to my channel, and for now, Oracle Boss signing off.